evening. A man from Derby says he's been the victim of hoax calls from an online troll, which has led to armed police visiting his home several times over the past 2 months. Gee Hussain from Littleover says the troll in America calls police in the early hours, claiming someone in his home is being threatened. Police say Mr. Hussain is a victim and they're investigating the calls. Nancy Cole reports.
This is where the police had come and they were all around here.
Reliving a night in October that's become a reoccurring nightmare for Gee Hussain. This footage shows armed officers leaving his home in Littleover after an early morning visit following reports now known to be from a hoax caller.
As soon as I've seen the guns, my hands were on my head, opened the door, officers have then entered my property. My wife had woke up, she'd come down and there was a hoax call saying that I've got a gun to my wife's head.
Gee is one of a handful of people in the UK who've been targeted by an American cyber troll who sends abusive messages to his phone every day from untraceable numbers and endless calls to 999.
Within the first 2 weeks, the police was visiting my property more or less every day. Early hours of the morning, they'd get a hoax call saying that I've either got my children hostage, I've got guns in the house, I've got a gun to Sham's head, and so on, and the police would come.
In a statement, Derbyshire Police say Mr. Hussain has been the victim of a hoax caller on a number of occasions recently. We treat every call on its own merits, and so we visited the address and spoke to the occupants on a small number of occasions. However, we believe the calls for service to have been hoax calls and malicious in nature, and that there were no concerns for people at the address.
There has been a lot of awareness now regarding this bully. There's victims in Manchester, London, Birmingham, Bradford, various other towns. So I think now the police is sort of wanting to take it a bit more serious.
Derbyshire Police say the malicious calls are now part of a wider investigation. Nancy Cole, ITV News, Derby.